Shalom. Shalom and welcome. This is Yahusha's time. It is a time when arguments and debates are beginning to be laid waste among those who truly seek righteousness, truly seek a set-apart life in the Almighty Creator, the Almighty Father, He that is the beginning and the end, He who was manifest in the flesh, His Word manifest in the flesh, in the person of Yahushua Messiah. It is time, Yahusha's time, a time when true Hebrews, true Obari, who seek to do the will of the Almighty Father, who have come to accept Yahushua as Messiah, and Goyim, or Gentiles, other nations, who also seek to do the will of the Almighty Father. It is a time when we will discover that we are grafted together as one in Yahushua Messiah. It is a time that we will begin to be refined and structured and prepared for a gathering from the four corners of the earth to a safe place designated by the Almighty Father, a visit or return to the homeland, the promised land, my brothers and sisters. Proof comes, an awakening nation, true Yahusha, is emerging. Pray, watch, establish a ready mind to act. If you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Symmanayah, and today is November 9th, 2014. This segment of Yahusha's time is entitled Last Looks, People, Places, and Things. Last Looks, People, Places, and Things. What if someone told you, my brothers and sisters, to look around at the people that you see daily? Look around at the places that you see daily. Look around at the things you gaze your eyes upon daily. Or if you are blind, the things that you are experiencing through sound and touch, and that you see with your spiritual eye. Look around. What if someone told you they are about to change? They are, my brothers and sisters. When you consider the true words that are in Scripture describing tribulation times, it is a time of death and destruction. It is a time of drought, famine, pestilence, and disease. It is a time of wars and fightings. It is a time when billions will be killed and destroyed. Consider Revelation 6:8 and 9:18, my brothers and sisters. It is a time, it is a horrific time to those whose judgment will rest in eternal damnation. It is a magnificent time for those who are being refined to be obedient in worship and draw close and experience the immeasurable life in Yahushua Messiah as a result of the plan made by the Almighty Father Yahuah. My brothers, my sisters, there will come a time when warnings will end. The time is coming where we will realize how severe things are about to get regarding end-time prophecies. The intensity of global conditions, from wars and fightings to massive and worldwide drought, fresh water shortage. We will begin to realize that massive drought will result in extreme famine, with food inventories starting to vanish, literally. Civil unrest, chaos, violence, death, economic collapse, and many other cataclysmic things are about to unfold. Prepare to witness the wrath of the Almighty Father Yahuah through His set-apart Spirit sent in Yahushua's name. Prepare to witness Him use His chosen ones to execute right rulings and judgments. Prepare to witness chosen leaders of the Most High, guiding, leading, providing instructions, and executing all that is ordered of them from the Spirit of Yahushua. Our life, as we know it, is about to change. My brothers and sisters, in the wake of intense times, the children of obedience will be refined and will begin their journey from the four corners of the earth as foretold since the days of old. I have entitled this segment, Last Looks, People, Places, and Things. Why? Because if you look at the scriptures as it speaks of end times, there's no doubt there will be forced movement and forced transition. There's no doubt that the world and our planets and places and the peoples that we are accustomed to seeing each day will change. Forced transitions will result in individuals fleeing, looking for fresh water and food. Forced transition and migrations will result in people gathering with the wicked one to form one world government. Forced transitions will prove to be true as we are disciplined. We who seek a set-apart life become disciplined, reprove, and repent, and find ourselves following orders to get to the locations that the Most High desire us to be as we are trekking or journeying towards that final destination coming from the four corners of the earth. Consider these words, my brothers and sisters. Drought, famine will lead to massive pandemics of which people will be fleeing from. Widespread pestilence and disease breaks out will cause people to become frantic, fearful, frightful. Those who know and seek a set-apart life will come to understand these times as humbling times as we are refined and perfected. As we become physically weak, emotionally weak, mentally and spiritually weak, we will witness the Spirit of Yahusha, our Mashyach, our Messiah, rise within us. We will rise with the boldness and the confidence and the strength and power from the Almighty Father Yahuah, sent through his set-apart Spirit, Yahushua Messiah, in the name of Yahushua Messiah. Consider these words, Isaiah 11:12. And he shall raise a banner for the nations and gather the outcasts of Yasharal and assemble the dispersed of Yehudah from the four corners of the earth. Can this happen without movement, without transition, without migrations? Jeremiah 31:7-8 says, For thus says Yahuwah, sing with gladness for Yah-Jacob and shout among the chief of the nations. Cry out, give praise, and say, O Yahuwah, save your people, the remnant of Yasharal. See, I am bringing them from the land of the north, and shall gather them from the ends of the earth. And among them the blind and the lame, and those with child, and those in labor together, a great assembly returning here. Many have a hard time understanding how it can say a remnant, but yet a great assembly. And I submit to you, my brothers and sisters, 1 million people is a massive number, but only a remnant when you compare it to 7.2 billion people on the planet. Come to understand these words. Let the life in Yahushua Messiah make these words alive to you, my brothers and sisters. Ezekiel 34:13-17 says, And I shall bring them out from the peoples and gather them from the lands, and shall bring them to their own land. And I shall feed them on the mountains of Yasharal, in the valleys, and in all the dwellings of the land. In good pasture I shall feed them, and their foes shall be on the high mountains of Yasharal. They shall lie there in a good fold, and feed in rich pasture on the mountains of Yasharal. I shall feed my flock and make them lie down, declares the Master Yahuwah. I shall seek out the lost and bring back the strayed, and I shall bind up the broken and strengthen what was sick. But the fat and the strong I shall destroy. I shall feed them with right ruling. And as for you, O my flock, thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, I am judging between sheep and sheep, between rams and goats. Behold, my brothers and sisters, we are about to witness something extraordinary, something phenomenal unfold, something beyond the lure of words, the art of rhetoric, something beyond the echoing of sound. We are about to witness actions, power, might from the Almighty Father sent through his set-apart Spirit sent in Yahushua's name. Pray and watch. My brothers and sisters, could there be a final exodus without movement? I ask again, without migration, can we gather from the four corners of the earth? I use the words forced migrations and forced transitions because we know we are a stiff-necked and rebellious group. We fail to realize all too often that the plan of the Most High Father comes with dictates, with orders, with commands. Our Almighty Father Yahuwah, through his set-apart Spirit sent in Yahushua's name, has and is establishing his sovereignty, or some may say his kingdom. It will not, absolutely not, be a democracy. Structure and order will be established among the 144,000 true Hebrews, true Abari, and those grafted in as one by Yahushua Messiah, those who will be among the great multitude from many nations, kindreds, tribes, and tongues, as foretold in Revelation 7th chapter. Pray, be ready, establish a sense of urgency, for it is not too distant from us the time in which we will find us ourselves journeying from the point we have become accustomed to living. Be mindful, my brothers and sisters. Be mindful of what is to come. Allow me to read more. Matthew 24, verses 4 through 13 says, And Yahusha answered, said to them, Take heed that no one leads you astray. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Messiah, and they shall lead many astray. And you shall begin to hear of fighting and reports of fighting. See that you are not troubled, for these have to take place, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation and reign against reign, and there shall be scarcities of food, and deadly diseases, and earthquakes in places. And all these are the beginning of birth pains. Then they shall deliver you up to affliction and kill you, and you shall be hated by all nations for my name's sake. And then many shall stumble, and they shall deliver up one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise up and lead many astray. And because of the increase in lawlessness, the love of many shall become cold. But he who hath endured to the end shall be saved. Revelation 6:8 says, And I looked and saw a pale horse, and he who sat on it had the name of Death. And the grave followed with him, and authority was given to them over a fourth of the earth to kill with the sword, with hunger, and with death, and by the beasts of the earth. Revelation 9:18 says, A third of mankind was killed by these three plagues, by the fire and the smoke and the sulfur which came out of their mouths. My brothers and sisters, do these passages indicate the possibility of something phenomenal, something extraordinary occurring? Do you believe there will be a great tribulation, or what is known by some as the great distress? If you do the math regarding 1/4 and 1/3 of the population possibly being killed, destroyed, or definitely being killed and destroyed, do you think the land which they dwelt is habitable or inhabited? I have submitted in times past that the habitable places on this planet are about to roll up like a scroll. In other words, there will be many places not suitable to live, my brothers and sisters. Soon and very soon, all eyes will be on the region where we now know as the Middle East. This will be where true Yahshua will be gathered, and where the armies of the wicked one and the Antichrist or Anti-Messiah and the false prophet will gather before marching against the living ones who will represent the children of Yahuah, who have been gathered and will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Behold, the days are coming when people, places, and things will not be the same. Last looks, this is your time, my brothers and sisters, to look around. For some, this will be the last go round to look at the homes, the apartments, the woods, the parks, the rivers, the lakes. Life as we know it is about to change. Last looks, my brothers and sisters. Peoples, places, and things that we have become accustomed to are about to change like never before. Last looks, because many of us will find ourselves journeying away from the place we have known as our home, our residence, our dwelling place. Last looks for people, places, and things. Yahshua, consisting of both true Hebrews, or some may say Abari, and Gentiles, or some may say Goyim, which means other nations, grafted together as one by Yahushua Messiah under the banner of Yahshua. We will witness some of our brothers and sisters face martyrdom, and there will also be a falling away. Individuals who are overtaken, mostly due to unbelief and or rebellion. Take your last looks, my brothers and sisters. Take your last looks. Begin to say your goodbyes to those whom you love, who you know you will never see again. For forced migration and transition is about to occur within a matter of 2 to 3 years, if not sooner for some. Forced transition has begun in areas where water has been depleted for over a year. Take a look in parts of California. People are moving away because of lack of fresh water. In Brazil, there are over 170 cities where fresh water is null, gone, zero, nothing, nada. See if you can identify people forced to move because of a lack of water and food. My brothers and sisters, we are about to witness the last looks for people, places, and things. We are about to see how we will return to the area known as the cradle of civilization, to the region where it all began. Consider where the Garden of Eden is believed to have been located, and also consider what is written regarding Megiddo, where the wicked armies will gather before marching against the children of the Almighty Father Yahuah. My brothers and sisters, the last shepherds of Yahshua are about to emerge. The last group of elders assigned to participate in Yahshua's leadership are about to be made known as mass numbers of converts, people who are converted, convinced to the truth of what is ahead regarding the final exodus, the true details, the true actions, those who will indeed make up the 144,000 and the multitude. We will soon see the identities of the two witnesses of Revelation come to light. The world is about to witness something totally extraordinary and phenomenal. The stories we have read about the power, the might, the display of awesomeness regarding the Almighty Father Yahuah is about to be proven to be true as we witness the hand of discipline come before the children of Yahuah, and we will rise up in the strength as an awakened nation before the world. Pray and watch. Get your last looks regarding people, places, and things now, for in the very foreseeable future there will be a jolt, a shaking. There will be a quake like never before imagined, to say the least. There will become massive movements. Highways will become congested, railways congested, airlines and airways crowded. We will begin to witness all that is necessary to bring the people of the Most High to the appointed places as they journey towards that central point in the region we now know as the Middle East. Pray and watch, my brothers and sisters. I cannot stress enough. Who has given thought that maybe many of these rivers are drying up, so that in mass transition, in our mass exodus, we will be able to cross rivers on dry ground? You see, my brothers and sisters, as the highways become congested, as you begin to receive convictions to journey towards a direction that the Most High is leading you, is ordering you, is demanding of you, you will find that in some cases where there was a river separating your ability to migrate, it will be dry ground. Look around. If you doubt that, research where the droughts are taking place. You will see that the barriers that would have prohibited man, women, and children from walking are being removed. Yes, my brothers and sisters, end times bring a lot, and there are many details, there are many tasks of which we will find ourselves assigned. The world is about to witness something totally extraordinary, something phenomenal. I cannot stress that enough. Get your last looks, my brothers and sisters, your last looks of peoples, places, and things, prepared to adjust and adapt. For in the very foreseeable future, proof will come. Life is about to change and will never be the same again. The end is near. Are you ready? Yahshua, we are awakening. We are discovering there is much to accomplish. Our Messiah, our Mashyach returns soon, and we will discover the true meaning of obedience. We will come to respond to the set-apart orders given to us by the true chosen leaders of Yahushua Messiah in the coming days. I pray that we are able to discern with precision and respond accordingly, lest we find ourselves left behind and or possibly killed. Behold, our eyes are becoming clear and our ears are indeed opening. Prepare, O Yahshua, prepare to witness the rise in the presence of the set-apart children of Yahushua, who will fulfill end-time prophecies. Prepare to discover that you just might very well be among the ranks of the set-apart children who will fulfill what is written regarding our final exodus. The set-apart children of obedience will gather from the four corners of the earth to a set-apart place of safety, to a promised land. Time will prove that the 144,000 mentioned in Revelation 7 chapter will emerge in power and phenomenal proof. We will rise, my brothers and sisters. We will arise we will emerge and the world will come to recognize it. We will learn to adjust and adapt to the living leadership chosen by the Almighty Father Yahuah. And we will find ourselves delivered to the promised land by his guidance, by his power, by his shield, by his might, the might of the Almighty One, the might of the Almighty One through his set-apart Spirit. Sent in Yahusha's name, we will witness what is indeed set apart. Are you ready, O Yasharal? Are you prepared, O Yasharal? My prayer is that each of us are able to endure into the very end, for soon it is to come. Until next time, my brothers, my sisters, my family, until next time, I invite you to continue tuning in to Yasharal's time. Continue tuning in to such a time as proven by the Almighty Father should come. Until then, shalom, shalom, shalom.